Hi everyone, welcome back to Fureraba episode 3, where it's now time for class. So it's the first day of school and we see that Kyousuke is in the same class with many of his old friends. So Rina, the Shafa Himari, and Genki, the unfavorite friend. Well, even though he does share the pain that Kyousuke has, he's not really giving good suggestions on how to fix Kyousuke's problem with getting a girlfriend. And then we see that Rina likes to tease people, including Kyousuke, including what happened with the bicycle accident early in the morning. But more importantly, it looks like his mother wants Kyousuke to be in touch with Himari again after so many years of absence. It's like, well, you two were always together, you always went to the same school until you split up, you moved to a different place of residence. So let's see how it goes in school today. So first we have our homeroom teacher that's given a very strong statement to the whole class. So you're a slacker, you lack common sense, learn to behave yourself, you don't have enough ambition. So he's disciplining, or he's telling Kyousuke and the other guys like, hey, this isn't gonna work in real life. It sounds so like why would you want to be saying this when you leave school? You need to be all professionals, all grown up. Wait, I have common sense? Well, I'm a teacher. I can teach this. If I'm a teacher, that means I can teach this. Well, you guys need to man up first if you want to be able to be okay or like looked up upon from the girls. Oh no, here we go again. Well, I guess things are rocky between him and his wife again. And that's really bad. It's like the teacher has a problem at home with his wife and he's bringing all his anger and frustration to school and basically dumping it on the students. That's bad. So, Kondo Masayoshi. On paper, he's a freshly married school counselor and a history teacher. And some of the girls are terrified of him in one part of the way he talks, but also because of his intensity, but he's honestly not a very scary teacher. Aoba Kyousuke, you can at least remember the names of your students from last year, Keiyu. Okay. Legitimately, how can you say that? Okay. So what is he trying to say? He's throwing all these random thoughts into the conversation. Yeah, what is he saying? It's like well, school's a torture, they lock you in, they brainwash you, they try to make everyone learn all this stuff, and it turns into like basically a mindless sheep that just follows instructions and does stuff. And basically no independent thinking. And it's one of the problems with education today. It's like schools are not really teaching what's necessary for people in real life. They basically drill the students down into like the usual topics and like knowledge. And it's probably knowledge that you probably don't need, or like most kids don't see it useful outside of school. Well, I think it applies to many places in the world.
そんでみんなと同じ空気を読むいい子ちゃんになって卒業してみたらさあどうだ。どこ行ったって求められるのは個性個性個性個性。ああ、そりゃ若者も切れるわ。我慢が足りねえんじゃねえんだよ。今までと言ってることが違うんだよ。俺だって切れるわ。
Okay. So since his name is Masayoshi, which can be transferred to Justice, or translated Justice, there are many students who fondly call him the nickname Justice. And as one can see here, he has some rather interesting views on education, and on a daily basis trashes the Ministry of Education, calling them the scum of the earth. So after thinking about it, yeah, it's a pretty problem, and I think it even applies here in the States. Like, the Department of Education isn't really teaching things that are necessary, that are good for people later in life. And so when you go to like the workplace, you're not really qualified. You don't learn enough content or knowledge that's necessary for life. It's just all academics drilling stuff in. Well, anyways, with regards to you, Kyousuke, so you said that you were gonna find yourself a girlfriend, right, kid? I didn't hear the whole thing. Yeah, that's right. I mean, I want to make the most of my adolescence, just like everyone else. And it's good that the teacher supports him, to the extent. So I think it's like, well, you gotta be ready to face the consequences. You know, there are many hiccups and problems that will occur with relationships, and you gotta be ready for that. Thanks. So Rena's like, wow, so it's the first to hear Justice praising someone. Well, so with him taking kindly to my determination, and somehow I'm starting to feel a tad embarrassed. I can hear everything giggling and all, but it's really been a little while since I've earned this much attention that doesn't consist of sarcastic laughter. And just because the teacher said this, like, it inspired the girls. Yeah, so I want to have a boyfriend as well. Genki? The guy that doesn't speak legitimate language. Okay. Love makes a man strong. You can learn a lot from love. Interesting. So, after being rejected so many times, after going through trial and error, you'll learn what's correct. And it works the same with girls as well. Well, then again, it's like he does have some merit with regards to the education system. Well, I want to have a shortcut. I don't want to basically get rejected and going with the wrong person multiple times until I learn what's correct. So I hate the trial and error approach. So it's unusual to have a teacher lecture this much about love. Last year, I also gave counseling to a guy who got rejected by a girl, even taking him out to eat. Well, despite how he appears sometimes, I know that when it comes down to it, he's sometimes we can count on. So I wonder if Yeah, I kind of wonder if other people are going to complain about the teacher. It's like, well, even though he does bring some interesting facts and it's something that the students would like to hear and they enjoy it, I wonder if there's opposition, like the ones that, well, I want you to teach the standards. I want you to basically follow the standards, teach only what's required of this class, nothing more, nothing else. I wonder who's complaining about the teacher's words. Like, you can hear some from the hallway. Huh? So one girl enters the classroom from the rear door. Oh, wait, it's her? Okay, I know you. You're the troublemaker, so sit down. Get seated. So the class erupts in noise again. Hey, wait a second. I know that person. Hiiragi? Oh yeah, she did courteously introduce herself yesterday in the park. And it seems like none of the other girls look up upon this person as well. Oh, you see it over there. And for some reason, Yuzuyu yells at her for telling her where her seat is. So with that, she flops down at the seat next to me. Hello! So he makes some noise at her. Okay, so how's Pom Pom doing? So Yuzuyu doesn't like the fact that Kyousuke nicknames her dog Pom Pom. Pom Pom Hurry. But anyways, her name is Charlotte. So she tries to punch him and he dodges him. Let me hit you! I'm just doing some side jumping exercises, don't mind me. And doesn't Yuzuyu find it embarrassing that she's making all this noise in front of the whole class? Well, there's no fun in letting her have her way with me, so I dodge her blows with splendor. What a pity, it looks like she's the type who immediately resorts to violence when she gets mad. And Tito's like, oh, so are you two friends? Are you two pals? Buddies? Actually, with Pom Pom. Hey, you're making me mad. That's true. Okay, just sit down and get ready for class. Yes, sir. So after that, the homeroom ended without really anything else happening. I engaged in a battle with the neighboring Hiiragi many times over for a while, but yeah, like what Mochizuki said, I feel like things will be more hectic than usual this year. Okay, it's break time. Well, we didn't have any classes, just the opening ceremony in homeroom. And apparently next week is when we'll decide class roles, determine schedules, and all that jazz. So here at Josai High, we have a pretty unusual system where the students form their own curriculum. It's one of the things that sets our school apart from the rest of the nation. But I do wonder if the Ministry of Education is going to come after them for, hey, you're not teaching students to this standard. The students don't meet this standard and this. And if you don't fix your curriculum so that it meets our standards, we're going to come and take your school over, and we're the ones that we control your schedule. But it's like, well, if you make this the curriculum student-oriented, like the students decide the schedules, then it may be more beneficial and maybe more helpful for them. So why would you want to join the literature club?
だって文芸部って女子とか多そうじゃん。吹奏楽部も。
And I'm pretty sure Genki joined, he'd be kicked out in a matter of days because, well, you don't like literature, you're only in here because of us. So maybe I should join the brass band as well. Well, the only instrument he can play is a triangle. Well, that's pretty sad, but then it's not really good to make that kind of comment. So once upon a time, I also thought of joining the brass band, but it's legit only girls in there, so it's pretty nerve-wracking with its own being the only guy and all. So it feels weird if... Hey, look, why are you mad at me? I don't even recall doing anything today to piss you in the Cheerios.
Huh. ここからここまでは私のエリアだからそれ以上近寄ってくるなよ。
Okay, so as I go, this is my fort. If you step your foot into it, I'm gonna beat you up. Holy hell, is this girl in elementary school? Well, that's the kind of thing I expect a kid to do.
変態よりマシでしょ。私はあんたみたいな連中に毒されたくないの。だから不用意に近寄らないでくれる。
Well, my body's being pulled in by some unknown force. And I wonder how she looks to the rest of the class. Like, he screams, yells at him, and then draws a line on the floor, and then when something goes wrong, she runs out of the classroom. Well, gotta say, this girl seems to have two states. Mad, screaming. And it seems like the other students know about. They know her very well. It's like, she's crazy. It's weird. Yeah, well, she can't really blame others for thinking that way. And I can't really say for certain ones, since I don't have any contrast with her last year, but I bet she's the type of person that makes me more enemies than friends, and deliberately as well. Okay, so it's after school, it's like, I have to go to work, says Minna. So Mochizuki leaves after waving her hand to everyone in the classroom. And considering just the way she acts around people and how the other people around her take to her, Mochizuki kind of seems like the polar opposite of Hiiragi. And even the upperclassmen and teachers like her, and honestly, I think she's pretty cool. Hey, Hima, can I drop by your place today? Okay. Please, I want to see it. It's my favorite. Fine, fine. Okay, so how about we watch horror films today? Okay, so Himari or Hinami's like so let's watch my favorite genre, horror. So for a moment, I considered going up and saying hey to Himari, but I decided not to. Well, I don't know why I really say anyways, plus I don't want to bother her since she's having so much fun with chatting with her friends. And frankly speaking, I just be awkward for both of us if I just talk to her. Well, I guess I'll just go home and play some games.
Oh.
And apparently Genki has heard. So I changed into my outdoor shoes at the entrance and leave the school. I guess I'll swing by the game store at the station, dig through the discount bin or something. Well, those games are pretty lame and they're junk. And that's why they're in the discount bin. Hmm? So the girl I saw in the classroom sprints off before me. Holy cow, I'm impressed. Like she actually might be faster than me. Whoa, there. You okay? So, Himari trips. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't looking. Uh-oh. And he thought it was gonna be like quickly, okay, I'll just help her up and be on my way, but it looks like she stopped to think for a moment. Hi? Oh shit. Well, this isn't nervous or anything at work here, it's just plain and simple awkward. So after exchanging greetings, I can't think of a single thing to talk about, and while I know it's the same for her, I'm definitely in a tougher spot in the situation. Hey, what about your friend? You don't want to get left out, don't you? Okay? Okay, so apparently he does remind her, oh, don't forget about your friend, and she's gonna run off. So she does and goes after the Tomomi. So Himari doesn't turn around even once on her way, she just runs towards the station as fast as she can. Sigh. And my mom wanted me to talk to her after being distant from her. I almost broke out into a cold sweat. I knew things would be awkward, but man, Himari and me are so much more distant than I just thought. So we'll be in the same class for the coming year, so at least I want to get to the point where we can have a normal conversation together. But now, after all this time, but then again, it's the first day of school, so it's like, well, there's still time, and it's kind of hard at first, but things will get better as time goes on. So it wouldn't feel right to put us as strangers, but we aren't really what you call close either. This is my big shot, my second spring at Josei High. And I spent my first day of the new year with a mix of conflicting memories swirling inside me. Okay, so it's the next day. Okay, so I stop my alarm and get out of bed well rested and awake like yesterday. So it's just past 7 o'clock. So I give my face a quick wash in the bathroom and get ready to go to school. And I wonder if he's going to try to make that really cool hairstyle again. Okay, so what time will we be back today? So since something in the evening, so we just have a half day at the school today, but I got my job in the afternoon. So where does he work? Okay, my current part-time job is a bit odd. It's a day labor job at the station. And generally speaking, it mostly consists of things like set the stage for concerts and stuff they hold at the main stores or random other things they can find for me to do inside the shopping mall. It's basically I volunteer around the town center. You have set days off, plus the pay is pretty good as well, which is why I'm stuck with it for this past year. But for the mom, she has her day off.
夕飯はバッチリ手の込んだもの作るからバイトが終わった後は早く帰ってきなさい
Gotcha. Well, my mom's an excellent cook. Man, I'm already looking forward to coming home after work.
だから偏見だけで物を言うのはやめてくれないかな
And today, on the way to school, it looks like he comes across another problem.
この子だって僕たちと同じように毎日必死で生きてるんだよその気持ち悪いだなんてひどすぎるよはあ正気というかそんなものに頬ずりしながらこっち来るんじゃね
Okay, so it looks like Yuzuyu has come across another problem and he's yelling at some person.
はいはい二人とも周りがびっくりしてるからストップストップ
And Ren is here to try to sort out the problem. Huh? So I get to the street that usually leads to school. Or that I take to go to school. And it's kind of loud here for so early. What's going on? A fight? Hey, Mochizuki, what's the hubbub about?
いや私も今来たところなんだけどなんか柊さんとマモチがそんな調子で
Oh, it's because well... So this guy's name is Susagi Momo. And just like Genki, he's one of my pals from the class I was in last year. He's pretty weak, not an athletic kind of guy, but his grades are top notch, and he has a bit of a pretty boy look. And furthermore, he's a pleasant guy to be around 99% of the time. And so the one blemish on his record is that a fetish of his is abnormal.
この子は日本トカゲといって日本全国に広く分布している最もポピュラーなトカゲなんだ日本カナヘビとよく間違われるんだけどその違いを見分けるにはまずこの尻尾が
Oh look, this is a cute animal. Here, touch it. See, it's all good and...
そんなことはどうでもいいんだよそうじゃなくてなんでそんな気持ち悪いものをいちいち私に近づけてくるんだって話おまけに肌触りが最高だとかその下の動きに興奮するでとかありえない中年マニアとか私一切近づきたくないんだけど
Well, I think Momo should not be showing her or talking about it more. If all it's doing is just making her upset, scared, freaked out. And he gets upset like, oh look, you're just seeing my favorite creature. He's cool.
だって今ここにいた野良犬よりこっちの方が可愛いでしょ
And it looks better than your dog.
犬の方が可愛いに決まってるだろ
And then basically they end up in a fight. So Kyousuke's like, hey look Momo, just give it a rest. He's seriously creeped out.
そうねというか女子なら普通の反応だと思うけど
Yeah, I'm pretty sure any girl would feel the same way.
トカゲに理解を示さない人が目の前に現れるなんて
And I still don't think Momo understands what's going on. It's like, I like lizards. They're cool. They're awesome. They're really extravagant creatures, and I can't understand why people don't like them. So I'm gonna keep showing them to the person until she enjoys it. So he then drops to his knees on the spot, and in the most overly dramatic way possible, enters a pose of despair as if the situation demanded it.
おい何なんだよこいつお前たちの知り合いか
Where's your friend?
知り合いだけど柊さんも今年1年はこの子と同じクラスよは
Come on, Momo, introduce yourself. That girl there is Hiiragi from our class.
えクラスメイトだったの
Uh-oh. So I wonder if like, good. So I get more chances to show my favorite creatures to her. So he then clears up his throat with a cough and proceeds to tie up his disheveled uniform.
どうもはじめまして僕は爬虫類同好会所属の菅崎桃です
Okay?
趣味はご覧の通り爬虫類の飼育と観察最近は独学で遺伝子工学に手を伸ばしてます
Wait. Genetic engineering? Wonder if he's trying to create his own animals. That'd be really scary.
遺伝子工学
Wait, genetics?
爬虫マニアの仮弁かどこをどうとってもろくな匂いがしないなただの爬虫類マニアならどれだけマシなことか
Well, it'd be okay if he's a normal reptile freak, but given that he's so obsessed with it, to the point where he's willing to, understand the genes that form this reptile and maybe change the genes and learn about traits, that's beyond creepy. Hey, wait. Well, you're bound to find out sooner or later, Hiiragi, so I'll just tell you now. Well, this guy is no simple reptile freak. He's far, far worse than you can possibly imagine. And he's what they call a scaly, like reptilians in particular.
リザードマン
Well, Momo, explain that all to her. And I'm pretty sure Yuzuyu is not going to hear that.
わかった。簡単に説明すると、リザードマンは二足歩行するトカゲの人間のことで、仮想世界にのみ存在するロマンあふれる生き物のことなんだ。チャームポイントはよく動く眼球に高速で動く舌、あとは夏でも冷ややかな鱗が特徴かな。基本的にはファンタジー世界で武器を振り回す敵役として描かれることが多いんだけど、僕の趣味はそっちじゃない。例えばそうだ。
Okay, so he gives a pretty brief, or somewhat brief description to Yuzuyu, and okay, so how about I demonstrate it to you? Okay, so he brings the book out.
これは僕が描いたワンシーンなんだけど、一般的な女性の裸体より僕はこんな感じのリザードマンの産卵シーンの方が。
Okay, so he went so far as to drawing his own creatures. Like, look, this is my creation. It's an imaginary reptilian animal. How's that?
おい変態だこいつ間違いなく変態だぞ
And look, this is a female reptile laying eggs. How's this? Isn't it cool?
いやこれがなければ普通にただの温厚な男子なんだけど
Well, I think if it wasn't for that, then he'd be a normal person. Well, the worst part is that he's not. So he's a seriously good drawer. So his 40 fantasy pictures like that, an egg-laying one, turn out to be really detailed. So it's drawn so well that it's almost realistic. And that's why none of the girls in our classroom go anywhere near him despite his pretty boy looks. So well, he looks good on face value, but when you talk to him, he scares you. He makes you all freaked out that you'll never want part 2 from him.
リザードマンはいいよ。好きになれば身も心も癒してくれる最高の天使となってくれるんだ。
Okay, at this point, I don't think anyone wants to hear about his reptilian obsession or fantasy.
いや天使じゃなくてトカゲだろトカゲ
わからないわ羽の生えたトカゲも彼の中には存在しているのかもしれないし
And yeah, he goes imaginative thinking about reptilians that fly.
ヒイラギさんだけ見た目やイメージだけで手に来しないでちょっと想像してみてよ。
But come on, imagination is really exciting. You can always dream of things that you really want to happen.
例えば朝起きてリビングへ足を運ぶとそこには家族みんなが幸せそうに食卓を囲んでいるんだ。テーブルにはお父さん、お母さん、お姉ちゃん、そして妹のリザードマン。
Wait, a reptilian little sister?
ほらね、くらい混ざってたって全然違和感ないでしょ。
あるに決まってんだろお前本気で頭湧いてんじゃないのか
Poor girl, she's always playing right into the hands by responding to everything he says. Well, calm down, you can trash him all you want, but it won't do a lick of damage to him. Well, let it be, Hiiragi. People like him are out there whether or not, so we just have to accept it. Well, heck, because of this weird taste, Momo no longer has the ability to feel anything for no more girls. You should actually take pity on him and try to be nice to him.
無理だ
Yeah, right.
時もその常軌を逸している
Well, if he's freaked her out to this extent, I'm pretty sure there's nothing that she'll do to be on good terms with Momo. Well, by the way, if you want to get on his good side, you can end all of your sentences with little life speeches.
するわけないだろ一人でやってろ
I'm not interested in reptiles. What's the point of me joining this crazy person?
はいはい柊さんもそろそろ落ち着いてもうもっちも新学期早々一般人を刺激しない
はーいすみません
I don't think he is sorry. Okay, so looks like the fight has ended, so she walks off. Well, can't blame her. I mean, when I first met Momo, I was creeped out even more than she was. Though you know, now that I've been around him for a while, lizards are actually quite cute.
そう
Wait, so you get sucked in by Momo? Well, going from that to legit getting horned over them like Momo is just something I never understand.
何か言った
Nope, don't mind me. So we then proceed to make our way to school together. If I just turn a blind eye to Momo's fetishes, he's actually one of the few friends I can actually count on. Well, Genki's also a pretty nice guy despite how he can come off sometimes. So of all things considered, I say I actually have some really great friends. Really? Well then again, I do remember that this town is not really good in terms of morality. So you get all these crazy people up and down the street.
続きましては男子サッカー部です5分間のアピールタイムをどうぞ
So, Club Recruitment Day now?
我々男子サッカー部は本当は野球の方が好きです一緒に野球をやってくれる新入生大教えて
はいありがとうございました
だからうちのサッカー部って弱いのよね
So what's wrong with the soccer team?
素直に野球部と合流すればいいのにな
Well, I want to play soccer, but I actually like baseball. I'm just in here because I'm really crazy, I'm stupid. So after arriving at school, we move over to the gym immediately. And we're having a school assembly all throughout the mornings, which is mainly so that all the extracurriculars can try and recruit. And the specific amount of money that gets allocated to a club or team depends on the number of members they have, so everyone's pretty eager to scoop up freshmen for themselves. And this will be particularly evident today after school. All the sport teams have been figuring out who in the new freshman class is good at sports, so they'll be doing a form of light scouting.
続きましては女子水泳部の方々ですどうぞ女子水泳部の柊です変なやつが入ってくると私の泳ぐ時間が減るので来ないでください
Okay, that's a very interesting way to advertise your clubs. They come. So if there's more members, then you get to swim less. So please join us. Wait, no, so don't join us.
ちょっと柊さん何私なんかまずいこと言ってる
So what's wrong? And I don't like having more members anyways. Oh, okay, so she's on the swim team, but... Man, she could have appeared less enthusiastic about pitching her team. Well, I don't know if she actually thinks that they don't need new members or something, but whatever the case, her face is expressionless, as she stands there up on the stage much unlike earlier. And it still feels like a dream or something to me now, but she was legitimately cute back in the park when she was playing with her dog. And I still remember how nervous I was back then, and naturally it's a bit hard for me to believe that the girl I talked to then is the very same girl that I know now. I mean, heck, if she fixed up her act, she'd be popular with the guys, wouldn't she? Well, I guess the decision would be all up to her in the end. And it depends on what you like in a girl, but personally, I feel like there's something different from Hiiragi than other girls. Well, in a good sense, of course. Well, that said, I don't take that to mean I plan on trying to get with her or anything. Well, as for the other people,
やっぱり大本命は皆原さんだよな。可愛くておまけに話しやすいし、あの明るい笑顔がなんとも言えん。
あれは付き合ったら絶対尽くしてくれるタイプだって。見た目からすでに母性の片鱗が。
so I think they're talking about Himari. It's like, I really want her. I really want that person. She's cute. She's gonna make my day better. And well, I guess it's not much of a surprise that a lot of guys like Himari. So some girls out there have the looks, but make no effort to stand out, and you find them at every school. Himari, I would say, falls under that category. She's open and smiles a lot about her family and people she's close to, but like pretty much everyone else, she can also be conscientious about what people think of her when she's out in public. Though I don't know if she's still that way now. If I really want to know, the fastest route would be to go to one of her friends. I'm pretty sure there's this chipper girl that's like always with her.
ねえねえひまひま、今日の放課後暇？
So any plans?
え？うん、今のところ予定はないけど。
Nothing? Oh yeah, there's her there. Damn, that girl over there. 7th from the front, do you know her name?
え、野々村さん？
What, you mean Nonomura-san? Oh yeah, thanks. So Nonomura is her name. And I think her first name is Tomomi. So I started talking to Himari again. I imagine I naturally talk a lot with her as well. And just by looking at them, you can tell they're particularly close, so I guess she's probably her best friend.
また女子ばっかりデレデレ眺めちゃって。注目は皆原さん？
Oh, so I can see that you are interested in the girls that come across. And you like Minahara-san, right? No, I'm not captivated by her. What the heck?
照れない照れない。あの子男子からも人気あるもんね。
Oh, come on.
狙うなら競争率高そうだけど大丈夫？
No, you'll be fighting with other boys for her. Hey, stop making up with your own little story. I don't have a crush on her or anything. So teasing me about it won't get you anywhere.
あれ？早速去年のあんたに戻ってるわよ。昨日は開き直るって大声で宣言してなかったっけ？
But I'm pretty sure Rinda can see the lie that Kyousuke has. Like, oh, so you're holding back, but then you said you are not gonna hold back anymore? Bad news. So Mochizuki really went and pulled that card on me. I'm screwed. Well, second thought, I'm not really after Himari because I want to date her or anything, so I have no reason to fall for her bait. Well, I hate to break it to you, but I'm a guy who knows the meaning of the word moderation. Yeah, right. Unlike the other brainless fools in my gender, my mind isn't filled with sex 24/7. Really?
あんたの場合、変にカッコつけないで愚かでいる方がいいと思うけど。
Hey, what are you trying to imply?
なんでもありません。
So she takes out a nail buffer from her uniform pocket, and using that she eagerly polishes her nails with her usual bored expression, and then once done she shows me her shiny sparkling nails briefly. Well, it probably went without saying, but neither she nor I have been listening to any of those club and team introductions.
それじゃあ今からプリント配るぞ。
Okay, kiddos, I got some stuff to hand out to you. Okay, so I'll go and stop here. So that's a somewhat interesting club recruitment event, given that each club gets a chance to make their pitch statement to all the freshmen. And it's in contrast to what we've seen in Strawberry Knots, where you get clubs that aggressively try to force people to sign up. And we did have a run-in with one of the clubs, well, the sports teams. They were trying to get the famous homie to sign up because oh, I just want you to sign up because you're gonna be a good luck charm. You're gonna be a mascot. You'll be like our little trophy icon, and it's gonna help us win championships. And then we see that the club recruitment event was also one of the central focus in Prime Ministar, when the main character is trying his best to make a small club, the handicraft club, shine out in contrast to the other clubs, despite him helping out the other clubs. So even though the main character Hachika goes around and helps the other clubs get their display ready, he doesn't really work that much on his own club, and in a sense, he gets burned by it. So the other clubs get members while the handicraft club still is pretty small. So let's see how it goes now. It's back to class and the event has ended. And I wonder how Kyousuke's gonna deal with Yuzuyu, given that she sits near him and still has that very negative and angry expression. So with that in mind, I'll see you in the next episode.